Land of dreams. Don't torment yourself so. I ask this of you, so the burden lies with me. And remember, we Endless are but facsimiles crafted for memories. You needn't feel guilt for erasing us. Be that as it may, it's so hard to say goodbye. It is. Nonetheless, it's our duty as the living to know and remember them. So let's pull ourselves together and keep at it. Keep seeking them out. Keep murdering memories. I'd appreciate that. Come, let's head to the next zone. Yesterland, it's called, and another zipline at the Gate of Remembrance will take you there. But I ought to mention, while shutting down a terminal should erase the Endless bound to it, those with strong, unresolved feelings may linger for a time. Like ghosts? If you encounter such individuals, perhaps you should lend them an ear, for their hopes are proof that they once lived. System reboot complete. Bleep bloop. Error. Error. User registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Yesterland, where the dreams of children and inner children alike come true. Please enjoy your stay. Are you saying people are children if they like to reminisce about Final Fantasy IX? Is this a statement? Like Disneyland mixed with, was it Lindblom? The fucking town in 9? Amazing. Is this also a recreation of an actual place? After a fashion, Yesterland is themed upon a period of peace before the storm surge had engulfed the world in conflict. It was a golden age for Alexandria, and they've captured it here in the form of an amusement park. Well now, another large-scale attraction. Tell me I'm not the only one who's excited. I am not excited by any of these prospects. I am actually a little concerned. It's exhausting just being here. It feels like it doesn't look like the Gold Saucer. I think just because it's a themed place doesn't automatically make it Gold Saucer. I would actually say it's exhausting just being here.
It's exhausting just being here.
So it goes with such places, but at the very least, it doesn't appear overly crowded. On the far side of Yesterland is a castle. That's where the terminal is located, in the basement. What? Oh, he kind of looks like a... Didn't the 9 castle kind of look like this? But it was Alexander, basically, as the castle, right? Because this has a reminiscent shape of, like, the one in 9. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Take what time you need to get acquainted with the locals. Have fun now. Oh god, we have to do this for 3 more areas? Or are they going to skip this around a bit? Like before, we'll speak with Endless. We'll learn what's dear to them before doing what we must. Right, let's start by exploring and getting our bearings. What the hell? Enchanting floor fresco. Like ice skating? This beautiful artwork on the ground depicts a swirl of stars. Perhaps such a sight was once visible in the Alexandrian night sky. Oh, that was information. I didn't realize that. Old-fashioned house. They should make some of these available as the house facades in the housing districts. Appearing to be a domicile, this building resembles those that lie submerged in heritage found. The windows are composed of a colorful array of stained glass. Oh, hello there, mister. Riz talking about Sir Otis. Do you know him? Knew him. He's a bit odd and doesn't get jokes, but he's really strong and can vanquish fiends in a flash. He's probably out there fighting right now. When I grow up, I want to be strong like him. Oh, the Sir Otis the children spoke of calls to mind another Otis. It might be worth seeking the man out to confirm his identity. What? But they said he's dead. So this other guy is just like a faker. Or, like she said, maybe it's the terminal making everybody think they're seeing what they want to see. Oh, Spriggan. Wait, what? Why is it there? Tiny kids everywhere. A man is engaged in battle with fiends. He may need a helping hand. Unless this is just a show? It's not real. I mean, none of this is real, but... Old-fashioned night. Okay, so Otis, the faker. Definitely overkill. So why did he have like a Mamul jaw body is what I want to know when he was a robot.
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Oh, he was a Highlander? Interesting. Maybe that's how they make him kind of look like Steiner.
Your bite's so strong!
That doesn't sound like a kid. Sounds like a young lady, but not a kid.
That was amazing, Otis! And you too, mister!
Thanks.
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
The character's like, what the fuck?
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Yeah, easily.
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis!
Oh no. Wuklamat, understand, this is not the same one, because he died for real, remember?
Of all the people, could you really be that, Otis?
I don't think so.
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know who you are.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes?
What?
We met you while searching for Gululja.
When did we ever learn, did we learn his last name? I don't remember that.
You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
I don't think he's gonna remember this, but he'll probably be like, ha ha ha, what a fanciful tale.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things. These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me, as are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before.
Right.
Could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
Okay, I hope you're playing now, because I don't want to essentially kill Otis twice.
No villainy intended, I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know, right?
No. Yeah, not this one. An earlier version. He won't remember his time as a machine.
An earlier version. He won't remember his time as a machine.
I say! What are you whispering about there?
Oh, Jesus.
Wait! I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration.
Founding. He said it weird.
The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
Why am I so much... Was I always that much taller than her?
Founding celebration?
I don't know if it's a camera angle or something, but now suddenly my Elzen seems like he's way taller than Wuklamat. I thought we were more even heights. Maybe I just have not been paying attention. Where is she? Ah, wow. Okay, I guess I am taller. I thought Hrothgal's were about the same height as Elzen. Maybe she's just on the shorter side. Gods, what a surprise to meet Otis. He might not be the exact same as the one we met in Heritage Found, but still. Thinking back, he mentioned that he was a test subject for soul preservation. That might explain why he's here in this way. In any case, I'd love to talk to him some more. There's some things I need to tell him. Why do this? You're not talking to the same one unless you lie to him, basically. I feel like most of these things are just done for her own closure. Like, as a not intentionally selfish benefit, but still kind of selfish because he's not the same Otis. The Knight of Alexandria. Although I like this little thumbnail here. Uklamat is eager to go after Otis. Right, let's go after Otis. He's bound to know about the past, about Alexandria of old, as well as Fiend when she was a living person. Okay, that information normally would be helpful, but of course, didn't she say she's just going to delete all her memories of herself? So it's not actually going to give us that much insight now. That would have provided nice insight prior to her going full villain, but... The problem is, he doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. Perhaps we can offer to help him with his founding celebration. That might warm him to us. He's set off this way. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Are you harmed? Or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which Her Highness replies with her winsome smile. I am thanks to you, my dear Otis. He's got like expressions like fucking Hildebrand. Okay, so he clearly had a crush on the princess. You again? Oh. Shall I play the part of the queen? I'm not opposed to this.
Shall I play the part of the queen?
I appreciate the offer, but there's no need. The script is my own work, you see, and I know Princess Fiend's lines even better than my own. Ha 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 ha. There is, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? You as well? I thought I said I was busy. See, he was gonna have me help, but not her. You did, but we thought that maybe we could help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am, and if truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the celebration, there is to be a play about the history of our realm for the children's enjoyment. But with fewer of us being given form, we haven't enough hands to carry out the production. Thus I have been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's alright. We're really happy to help any way we can. Just tell us what to do. For the same reason the production is short-handed, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you would spread the word of the play to the children in Yesterland. Consider it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to younglings. Younglings. Splendid. Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear. Together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Oh my god. Do we really have the time to do this? Queen Sphene is like in the middle of doing something really diabolical and we're just like running around in costumes. Alright, anything to make the children happy. Right before we delete them. Ah, yes, let's see. This one should be suitable for you. One of us have that chipmunk costume I've seen people in. Oh, God. Oh, okay, that's her. What am I? Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me a device. I have something in mind for you as well. Let me know when you're ready, and I shall activate it for you. Oh, God. I am ready. Ready, are you? Then let us have you don your costume at once. Is it a frog costume? Something I probably actually already have. My glamour dresser. The bunny one? Oh, I have one of these. Marvelous! There's not a child that would fail to be delighted. It really does suit you. Eh. Now that you're suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cab station and see that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. Like if we get aggroed by a monster or something. Okay. Oh, a rabbit monster! You shall rue the day you cross paths with this royal knight. Sure. It's gonna be a play with knights and stuff? Come on, let's go and watch. Well, we can ride the air cab later. There will be no later, kid. Write it now while you still can. Oh, are you here to look at Queen Sphene too, Mr. Rabbit? That great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. That's what my mom told me, and she's a scientist. My mom also told me that the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. Oh god, some of these actually are kids? A play about the realm's founding? I love history, that sounds great. I'll let my mom know so we can go watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Oh look, it's a rabbit. What is it? Want to play with us, do you? It's not time really for that. There's going to be a play about Queen Sphene? I want to see it, I want to see it. We'll head over to the castle right away. Thanks for telling us. Oh, hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? You guys are all about to be deleted. That's the matter. Ah, the play. I know about it. They sometimes have performances over at the castle. I've seen it before, so I was going to give it a miss, but if you say it's special this time, then alright, I'll go. Well, who should interrupt my air cab watching but a person in a silly costume? Let me guess, you're here to tell me about the play. Don't bother, I've seen it no less than 50 times already. Maybe this person didn't die when they were a boy. They sound like an adult. Otis is going to be performing as himself. Now that's a new twist on an old classic. Alright. Just for that, I'm willing to see the play again. Alright, Otis, this better be good. Your final performance. You finished making your rounds? Excellent. I shall take the costume off your hands. Thanks to the two of you promoting the play in my stead, I could memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I am grateful beyond measure. Don't mention it. It was fun meeting endless children. Endless children. Endless children? What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. Wait, what? Is it because we described it that way? It's complicated. I'd explain it to you, but the play is due to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see to the final preparations. Let's talk later then. We'll be cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What would you say to performing in the play as well? Are you serious? Oh, definitely not. I've never done anything like that, and I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured it won't be a difficult part. What I have in mind for the two of you is a little sword play, a duel between Alexandrian and Lindblum soldiers. That is certain to please the children, and without the need for words. I get to fight her? I get to smack her with my book? What do you think? Have at you, Lindblum scum. This Alexandrian knight's gonna take you down. Let's be trash talker. Have at you, Lindblum scum.
Have at you, Lindblum scum.
We really don't have the time for this, but fine. That keen, are you? Alright, you asked for it. Then it's settled. I shall prepare your costumes for you. You need but engage in a mock fight. While there isn't time for a rehearsal, the little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to Proto-Alexandria and wait further instructions. Proto-Alexandria. That's the castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down, Yesterland and all the Endless in it will also fade away. Well, we gotta do it. So let's give them a show to remember. But they're not gonna... I almost want to smack myself in the forehead. They're not gonna remember. We're shutting it down. Don't nod to that. And we'll remember them too. Them and what it is they seek to preserve through this celebration. Yes, we can say we'll remember, but it is stupid to say that they'll remember, because they literally will not. Quite the interesting castle. So right after this, we go downstairs and kill everybody. God. It's like unintentionally dark.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Did we not tell them anything? We didn't, like, do a link pearl and say, hey, we're going to be in this show. Oh, God. That one Ellison looks a little uncomfortably close to a familiar one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls!
Okay, doesn't sound like him, though.
Tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado...
Oh, music. I mean, it's perfect, because 9 also had their play. Oh, is this me? Oh, I look, is that the fucking paladin outfit?
Yeah,
I look pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, this is looking hot.
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Unbelievable.
Ha! Yeah!
I win.
I am killed!
Oh, jeez. It was more convincing without the dialogue. That's right.
You must flee! All of you!
What if she originally was a Lalafell?
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest?
Okay, so he definitely had a crush on her.
And so, in no small part due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity.
Why's this guy?
Full many lose their lives.
He like unnecessarily rolls his R's a lot. I thought, like, is it an accent? No, he's just like he's just hamming it up with rolled R's.
The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them.
Oh. He's drawing upon actual memories for this. Oh.
Go to her! You're supposed to go to her!
Oh no.
What's happening?
Is it over already?
These kids with their short attention spans. I think we broke his brain.
And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion, oh boy, they, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Is that what actually happened, though? With polite applause.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
Yeah, see, they didn't actually have a new Alexandria.
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
Not quite.
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is, an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd.
Yeah, maybe let's not feed him too much information. It's a lot for him to take in.
But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
Like a Mamul Jaw robot that's really rusty? He was a proud and valiant knight of the realm. He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last. I mean, that is how he died. I would think it's probably the most accurate to say that.
He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
I wonder why they named him Otis. Were they too afraid to commit to the name Steiner?
Ha! 'Tis miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen.
Oh?
To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Galul Jah, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
Well, I'm sure that much at least, I'm sure Wuklamat will do her best to do.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
Now to shut everything down. Sorry, Otis. No explanations are required. I have intuited your purpose. There are paths only the living may walk. Mine was a tumultuous life, replete with joy and sorrow both, but it ends on a bright note thanks to you. If I have one regret, however, it is that I could not meet the new king. Send him my regards, won't you? Wait, so he just kind of knows? I mean, I guess we're going towards the place where you shut things off, so... Alright, time to do another bummer. Time to make things dull and murky gray again. Well, we're here. Are you having doubts? Not really. No, I'll do what I came to do. It's just the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, Gaddis, then I am too. Yep, I get it. Adios, Disneyland. Alright, let me just say a word about those we met here. Wait, what? Did we do that for the other place?
That night, he was the one who looked after Galul Jah.
Yep. Well, not him, but the other him.
And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Svin's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
The thing is, this isn't Sphene. The other Sphene that people love so much died. This is just a creepy computer program that went too far. Adios, kids. Jesus. Oh. Are they gonna make him leave last? And at the same time. Wait, now it's all murky too? So it's bad enough that everything was brown, but now it's also like covered in a murky fog. It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality. But I'll never forget my time with the Endless or the pain I feel now. Keeping in mind, that's maybe more of an apt description than you know, because none of this shit was real. The game continually is like, do you feel bad yet? I mean, sure, if you're human, you'll probably feel remotely bad about it until you realize, like, they're not people, though. They're crafted memories that, I'm sure the memories themselves feel themselves to be real. They're not. We're more than memories stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. Yeah, I guess. Oh, we finally hit a level 100 quest. I think we're getting there. The Sanctuary of the Strong. So far, there appears to be no change with the Meso Terminal. So let's take the opportunity to ruin another area, to visit another zone, Krile Volcane in the northeast. The place with the volcano, eh? And I suppose we're to use the zipline again. You know it. Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the Gate of Remembrance. Come, let's head back. I mean, how they feel about these characters really is kind of, in a way, like a well-crafted character that you become accustomed to in a game. They sure as hell think that they're real, obviously, because the way they're written. But they're not real. But that doesn't mean you wouldn't necessarily cry over them if something bad happened to them. Case in point, this game. How many characters that we care about are ripped from us? That you see people's YouTube videos and shit of them sobbing over a character that was never real. Which is not to say that I don't think it's possible. Of course it's possible to, like, cry over something that wasn't real, because we're human, we have emotions, we have empathetic, sympathetic bones in our bodies. But that doesn't make the character real. It just makes them a good character. Bleep bloop. Error. Download complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Krile Volcane, the Sanctuary of the Strong. Fight with courage and honor, that your legend may resound forevermore in their arena of valor. Oh, this tune. Although we've had this tune already in this game, but maybe this is a slightly different iteration of it. This was in the Dancer quest, right? They had this same tune well before they announced Final Fantasy IX stuff. Gulp. It's only an illusion. Only an illusion. Yes, just don't stick your hand in it, just to be sure. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. Not on your life. It isn't even real, is it? Oh, definitely not. But don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No need. I believe you. That's pretty high up there. That there is the terminal. You can go to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Aaronville? I'll explore alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth. Poor Aaronville. He's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's leave him be for now. Come on, let's get moving ourselves. Yeah, this is probably making it worse for him. Why didn't we just pick the mom's terminal first? Just rip the band-aid off, you know? Just drawing it out even further. I don't even know if they've had a chance to talk while we've been out doing other things. But Aaronville, being the kind of person that he is, he's probably just been, like, avoiding her, even though this is his chance to get whatever lingering issues out of the way. Like, even though she may not be real, this is his chance to get his closure in any kind of way that he can. He should probably take it. Looks like we have 2 paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kafka heading left, though. Well, that would seem to be a detour. I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for a scenic route. Let's follow after Kafka and see what the building's about. So we have so much fucking free time. Well now, look who came this way too. Great minds, as they say. This appears to be a fighting arena. Is it also a recreation of an actual place? In all likelihood. While I don't know all the details, I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadion. Oh, that's the raid, isn't it? It may as well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on, but you ought to head inside for a look. I mean, Ul'dah also had an arena. It's not that antiquated. I mean, it's not like they fight to the death or something. Why are we all walking super slow? Ellis is like really slow walking there. Familiar tune. Oh, Summoner versus Summoner? Oh no, wait. Scholar versus Scholar? And take out the carbuncles. Who has faster spell speed? Oh, I guess that one does. Oof.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Yep, as I'm literally a summoner watching this.
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
They always walk so weird. Wait. You did have an echo vision of these guys, right? Gaddis knows exactly who these people are. This is... yeah. Oh boy. Oh shit. Krile? How do I gently break this to her?
Is something wrong?
Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Oh no. You're gonna meet your parents and then you're gonna delete your parents. Enjoy. Happy birthday, Krile. Oh, Christ. I hope he's breaking it to her gently, but it doesn't seem like it.
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
No. Oh no. Oh god. She's gonna just start crying.
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
No, wait, yeah, we should probably talk.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time.
Just
You'll
yell,
grow
Mom!
accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, oh, what can I say?
Well, don't be tongue-tied now.
Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
God, how did they get killed, I wonder? Because weren't they part of the rebels?
Impossible.
My name is Krile. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back.
You gonna hug?
This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She has your eyes, Papa.
She's not lying. I can tell. There is no mistaking the earring.
Oh.
How you've grown, my darling daughter.
These tiny people hugging.
it has been 20 years.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother.
Lila.
Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter?
Yeah.
The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Because we have so much time to kill, apparently. I keep thinking and reminding myself, like, we should be doing these things quickly, right? But whatever. Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Oh, The Taste of Family. What? I don't know if I like that title. It's weird. The Taste of Family. Krile has regained some composure. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. After everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another, now you can say them. It's true, this is your chance for closure. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. This also might be useful for information. They are literally memories. So we can finally connect the dots as to, like, what exactly happened leading up to this. This better be voiced! God damn it. It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I'd completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Wuklamat, Vow of Resolve of Tuliolal. Besides her is Grahatia, my colleague and the students of Baldessian. And this is Gaddis, an adventurer, though that hardly does him justice. He's the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Are we not going to hear their conversation? I guess it's private? Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? I don't know about that. I think it's fine. If only we had some Zubuk Pibil to ease the way, am I right? What? But that's... These guys aren't even from there. Who knows if they even like tacos? I know it's possible, but some people might not. Wait, that's not a bad idea. What? No, no, no. Let's not have this be the quest. Gaddis is like, what? No. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you'd like. How about letting them focus on the conversation? Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it is quite hot here by the springs. Yeah, I don't think you want to be eating hot food by hot springs. Maybe like a drink? Yeah, something cold would be lovely. Understood, we'll fetch you all treats that help cool you off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Think nothing of it. This is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats. That was well conceived, Muklamat. Just putting what I learned in Yaktel to use. What? Just making food? If I had to mention a potential problem, however, is that food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless. In going along with the idea, Krile likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help to thaw it. So, shall we split up and look for what Alayla requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you want to ask people near the Aetheryte Goddess, Grahatia and I will do the same elsewhere. That's good, because then I can just teleport to the Aetheryte. A cold treat that will leave an impression? That's a difficult one. The Xyle Volcane is home to fighters, so food here is mostly the hearty and filling kind. All right, there's a popular stall to the southwest that might just have what you're after. Why don't you go take a look? What are these? Popcorns? What snack to have today? Ah, you want recommendation for something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, tea might be better, even a lemonade. Ah, but I can't go past a beer. Yeah, let's make that a white beer today. White beer? Florid man. Like, Florida man? Whew. After a long hot soak like that, I'm gonna need a Gold Star ice cream. There you go. What? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here in Xyle Volcane. Well, it's a little tricky to tuck into. You can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, so you have no excuse. Okay, southwest it is. What are these ice creams? Move, move, kids. Important person coming through. These like the toppings? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now, if they have food tech where my Ellison can actually eat it, I would be impressed. So you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. These colorful balls stacked on top of each other. That'd be ice... What? She never had ice cream before? Good lord. Okay. Yes, it's ice cream. I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Graha to help carry one. Just leave it to me. You mean you could do it alone? Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this? Yeah, it's fine. Great, they'll definitely be safer in your hands than in mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. What if they have, like, you know, what they have with drink holders for, like, ice creams? Hello there, would you care for our famous Gold Star ice cream? Yes, 3, please. Well, actually, more, if we're gonna have some. Alright, 3 servings coming up. What about me? Here you are. You'll want to be quick so it doesn't melt, but also careful so it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy! Oh, fuck. Look at this guy. Hold on. I'm gonna look at myself. Where's my ice cream? Is this for me? Am I gonna eat a few off of somebody else. Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, Gaddis. What about me? This looks awkward.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
Just be happy she survived. I need one of those ice creams.
This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Oh, yep. He should know.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
Like what?
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Okay. Is he gonna get me an ice cream? Please? Oh.
Raha?
What the fuck? Is he just trying to make him laugh? What is this?
What is he doing?
First it was burger, now it's ice cream. What is he doing? Is this to lighten tension? Okay. It's to break the ice. Just eat your ice cream.
You needn't force yourself.
It's gonna melt. Just eat it.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
Oh, that's right. He has to pretend it tastes good. Oh no.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
Oh, I get it. Taste of family. I don't know why it took me that long. Remember how weird it sounded? The quest name, A Taste of Family. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it called this? Duh. She's saying the family... No, okay, now it still sounds weird to say the family tastes good. But you know what I mean. Sounds...
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
Did only Raha get the ice cream eating tech? They need to eat the little ice creams.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Yeah, get me one.
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
Yes, actual answers.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
Yes. In 10 minutes worth.
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer, The flowers were always in bloom.
Wait, so these guys are also from another... How many reflections were daisy chained here? So these guys weren't even from here.
Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice.
Oh.
As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
Holy shit, so these guys are the ones that were the originators of that key. The one that Sveen is using, even though she doesn't fully understand the extent of it. And an ice calamity. That probably narrows it down.
The key
I just don't know which reflection that was.
And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Till now.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
Oh.
Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive, to plunder other worlds of ether.
So they had evil machinations that they were planning even before the Sveen AI that they made.
Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered.
So that stopped them or paused them from their plan for quite a while. Unfortunately, with Zoral Jah, then it just started it up again.
You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
Oh, is that why her echo is, like, different? I always assumed that Hydaelyn, when Hydaelyn bestows the ability to use the echo, each person would just get a different kind of ability with the echo. But it explains it now that, like, because we see, like, a full scene playing out, like a little movie in sepia tone. But she only ever gets, like, people's emotions or their secret feelings or whatever. Not like an actual scene. But maybe that's more because from the reflection she's at, maybe the echo power there is specific to that reflection?
An unusual gift. The echo, I dare say.
Yeah.
Our people, the Milala, are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there.
Oh god, she needs to write down all this shit. Because it's not going to be around too much longer.
While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors.
Yeah, I mean, take snapshots or something. Gotta record that data.
Of them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Yeah, let's learn everything we can and then pull the plug. You better hug them now. I don't know if you're gonna get the chance to later. Oh wait, I guess they already hugged. Double hugs. Double hug budget. You all have good hearts. Our daughter is fortunate to have friends like you. You've gone through so much trouble for us. Well, I mean, we didn't know that you would be here, so it's just a happy accident. Gaddis, Raha, Lamati. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. The last meal, yeah. For that, and so much else, I thank you. Leafing through the past. Krile's eager to learn about the Malala people. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Malala's ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well. Namely, information on preservation. Preservation? The scientists who are researching interdimensional fusion. Yes, that one. And prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is also likely their creation, I expect they would carefully curate any details concerning themselves. But I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course, seeing as the key once belonged to Malala. It couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. Although, wait a minute. I mean, you could ask the source, right? Like, being, the parents. If they know exactly what the key can do, shouldn't we have also, asked them a bunch of questions about how the key functions? And not just rely on a bunch of texts that could have been, tampered with? Just a thought. Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. The robo-servant? What's going on? The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail thanks to the marvel of Electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. Well, it's not super tiny. Ah, but I've neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the Steps of the Speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide. How considerate. All right then, as we wander around, if there's something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask you. Incorrect. What? Visits to our facility take the form of a quiz tour. So the correct answer is, follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I mean, it does. I'm sure it will be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. I mean, as long as it's not preventing us from learning everything, sure. Very good, madam. I have registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. May I not be able to read these later? Maybe I should read it now. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon isles of eternal summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind to turn cold, the seas suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one the Malala fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do not but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. Man, fuck those Asians. It was an idyllic world, and then the Asians just come in and go, it'd be a shame if we fucking gave you an ice age. The Malala are the keepers of the mighty relic passed down through the ages, while it is the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought, is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled to a new land. So they didn't even make it themselves. Who the fuck made it for them originally? Don't tell me one of the ancients felt bad about what was happening and had pity on them and gave them a way out. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore, which later came to be known as electrope. Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. So the Malala are basically the only people that made life here possible. Why was Sphene just a giant human woman then? Maybe she really was like a Lala, and they, when they turned her into an AI, they changed her form. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it ever actually existed. You know, considering that we know for a fact that several reflections were just lost to their respective elemental catastrophe, couldn't you, in the theory, I mean, since everybody's dead there anyway, or likely dead there, if we ignore like the void world or whatever, if you needed energy so bad, and there's an abundance of a certain elemental energy in one of those destroyed worlds, just go to one of those worlds and siphon that energy. You know? It's not like anyone there is going to use it. This is very interesting. If I may have your attention. You stand within a shrine of the Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. Sacred relic. That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion? If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Here we go. There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe the statement to be true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin. It's gonna be me, right? If there's no objections, let's have Gaddis do the honors. Go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. Why me, though? Long ago, our people dwelled on Isles of Eternal Summer. Wait, is this the same shit? The statement seems to agree with the words spoken by the guide. Wait, what was it again? Yet eternity did not last, climate bound. Yeah, so that's true. We just read that. Brazier of the Relic. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our people fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain the power. What? No, that's not true. No. It's like, no, that's wrong. Brazier of Calculations. Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we Malala not only transformed electrope into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, we were favored by the rulers of many a nation. That's true. I know, I think that's true. Homecoming. When lightning threatened the world, we Malala turned to our relic once more. Invoking its power, we opened a portal and returned. That's wrong. They did not return to their ancient homeland. No. Okay. Just those 2. Remember, you must light the braziers whose statements you believe are true. Are you ready for your answers to be judged? Yeah. Very well, let the judging begin. You answered correctly, and on your very first attempt besides. Amazing. Great work, Gaddis. I knew you could do it. Hey, none of you guys helped me, goddammit. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the 5th umbral calamity comes to mind, that which ushered in the Age of Endless Frost. And legend holds that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The Act of Arcanum, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malalas, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. Aren't a bunch of Lalafell from the South Sea? If you have mused to your satisfaction, let's move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits. Oh Jesus, how many fucking chambers are there? Yeah, how many quizzes are there? Oh no, I'm actually connecting with Wuklamat this time. We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it is known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. That's rather curious. Isn't it though? Some have suggested this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't actually exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represent the emotions of men. Oh no. Are these like Cassian masks? And that brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many types of masks are there? Is it the last one already? Huh, something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds. Please take all the time you require. Okay. What in the fuck? Oh, this sucks. Can I just guess a number? I mean, how wrong could it be, right? So how many kinds of masks are there? Have you determined the answer? 5. That's incorrect, I'm afraid. Try counting again, or just go with your heart. 4. Your answer is 4. How about everyone else? Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Gaddis, I also believe it's 4. As do I. The correct answer is... 4. Wow, okay. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Damn it, where the hell did I mess up? And that concludes the quiz tour of the steps of the speaker. Why is this even here? I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to your next. Why is this even a thing?
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
You didn't do anything. I had to be the one that looked up everything.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal, yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil.
I do want to know who made it.
Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
Who's to say it was a good intention, though?
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves, and in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
Oh, they're ready to go.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
I guess they are smart. They would know. They've probably been around for a long time.
We have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
Hey, I had a good suggestion, but there's no way I can present it in a game that has a very specific answer.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
Oh god, is this like a mercy killing?
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Krile, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you.
It makes sense, though. I'm not going to fault them for that.
A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
If they hadn't talked to what's-her-face Shale about it, though, she would have never known that it was like basically a fancy USB device.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his
Is or
own.
was? I mean, he's dead, right?
What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
Big hug, group hug.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you?
What is it?
Maya.
Oh.
Our dearest Maya.
Maya?
We love you more than life itself.
Does she look like a Maya? Maybe.
Maya. My name... My name is Maya.
Aww. My name isn't just another Final Fantasy reference, it's its own name too. Isn't there a Krile in like one of the older Final Fantasy games?
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Krile, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and...
Forge ahead.
Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Oh boy. Well, she's handling it well.
Farewell.
I'm sure later it'll come crashing down on her when she's had more time to process it, but she's handling it well. If I might confide in you, Gaddis, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tyrrell. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad that I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Gaddis, for trusting me with your life and walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. The others have told me all. I'm glad Krile could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time. Are you ready to shut down the terminal? Yep. Goodbye, everybody.
You know how to do it.
I do.
No more lava. Oh, Jesus. That sucks. It sucks more that these guys realized they already knew, well, this is gonna be our time to go. Even their memories were smart enough to know, like, this is it. Another wasteland. Are you alright, Krile? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. An explorer's delight. Kakuya is ready to head to the fourth and final zone. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time I'd like to quickly check on the Meso Terminal, so I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the Meso Terminal. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the Endless in the last zone. Wind's Path Gardens, it's called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Oh, a great idea just occurred to me. What might that be? I'll save it for after we've arrived on the other side. See you there. Her great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Aaronville. As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. I know. I know. Oh my god, someone needs to hug him! Someone needs to fucking hug him right now! Where's the hug budget? Krile isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. That can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. I do have to wonder if she's actually his mother. Why does he have the only unusual, like, is it Swedish or Norwegian, like, accent? Nobody else seems to. It's like he's got the accent of the bunnies on the first, but nobody else on the source that's a bunny seems to have that accent for some reason. Let's go. For now, we keep doing what we've been doing, seeking out Endless and learning what's dear to them. It's funny that he has this gorgeous Icelandic accent and everybody else just sounds like American. Beep bloop. Error. Verification system initialized. User registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Wind's Path Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you. Ah, it's interesting light trees.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled.
All right.
Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends.
Look, it's fine if he's an introvert. We love introverts.
As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud.
He's having a hard time with this.
As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tyrol, did I?
Uh-oh.
Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Oh.
Kafkiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish.
I could tell her about stuff. The Warrior of Light has certainly experienced a lot of things that she could never even dream of seeing.
I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before. I just know it.
Wait, here?
We'd love to see it with you.
You just never went through the entire island here?
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
This is going to be the more personal of the quests.
Absolutely not.
Oh? Well, what? Why?
We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave?
Oh no. He was trying to act all stoic before, but I think he's gonna collapse on this one.
You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Ellen Neshpir. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
This is your chance to get closure. You won't get it again. If he cries, I'm gonna lose it, though. I don't want to see him cry. He always acts so cool and, like, collected. Of course, this is gonna be the moment that he just can't keep it together. Then with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless, and be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. There may not be a high hugging budget in this expansion, but they sure do have a lot of watery eye animations this time around, so it's entirely possible that he's gonna get the watery eye treatment with some tears here and there. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? Some of this vaguely reminds me of the Loporits, like when they tried their best to recreate like a forest just made out of like unnatural things. It's absolutely stunning, and they're all actual plants? They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Krile. Here you'll find flora and fauna the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. I expect that some creatures I encountered outside of Tyrell may have cousins in this world. While I am no expert on life in the reflections, I would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world's traversing adventurer and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Charlene's finest scholars besides. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. In search of discovery, Kafka's eyes sparkle in anticipation of discovery. To begin with, I'd like you to scout out the vicinity and report back with any points of note. This would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. They're bound to be familiar with the area, after all. As Alenshipia suggested, it would be interesting to compare the creatures here with those native to the source. I've never ventured outside of Tyrol, so I look forward to your insights. Just leave it to us. I've only ever been to Charlian myself, but I'd like to think I know interesting when I see it. How do all these people just never... Kafka supposedly was a self-professed, person that's always curious about the outside world, and yet she never went outside Tyrol? It's a little disappointing that now she can't go outside of Tyrol ever again. So she's just getting the consolation prize of, oh well, I guess I'll just try to look around this immediate area and see if there's anything I've never really checked out before. Specimen observing endless. Oh, hello there. What am I doing, you ask? Look up the trunk. See the plants within capsules? These are species that either can't survive in Wind's Path Gardens or would become invasive and disrupt the ecosystem. The capsules recreate the conditions they require, from tropical to frigid climes, while keeping them isolated. In this way, any and all plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. That's a cow lady. A cowboy, cow lady. Did you know that even the water here is created using electrope? The initial product is too pure, though, and adjustments have to be made so the composition resembles what's found in the natural environment. That's just one of the many things they do to create the ideal conditions for these plants to thrive. I don't know what's become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot such as this in real life. Speaking of lovely spots, have you been to the top of this lookout here? It's a great vantage point, and there's even a food stall in case you're hungry. A food stall? What would they serve in a area like this with all these plants? My ancestors aren't actually Alexandrian, but hailed from a place called Condé Petier. They had some unique customs there. For instance, when greeting someone, you had to say "Lally ho" in a spirited manner. What? So this is very related, but not exactly the same as the Lalas on the first. Our settlement was also famous for a gigantic tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covering the ground went beyond the horizon. The terminal here at Wind's Path Gardens is apparently inspired by that very tree, the Lifa tree its name was. It may not be real, but it's nice to have it as a memento for posterity. Oh, somebody was saying, is Lifa from, was that in Final Fantasy IX? Ah, welcome back, Otis. Krile has just delivered to me a most fascinating report. You have some engaging impressions to share too, I hope? What we should be trying to figure out is how we can either maintain or revitalize this world naturally. Because if all the electrope or all the power from this area has to go down, there's got to be a way. It feels so bad to just leave this place like a husk of its former self. Yeah, we'll see. Well, that is all very interesting indeed, but I must say I'm most fascinated by the ambulating trees. While there are similar creatures in Urkopacha, could you tell me more about these treants as you know them? Well, I could tell you about I was going to say Windurst. My brain is already thinking about the 11 raid. Not Windurst, Gridania. They're native to the Twelveswood, where they prey upon even wolves. There are various subspecies, such as those with red leaves or gnarled look. They like to hurl acorns at you, exploding ones. Should we give her the warning? The warning, she might be like, "Ooh, cool, let's go up to one." Maybe it's helpful to give her the funny third answer, perhaps.
They like to hurl acorns at you. Exploding ones.
Is that so? To maintain an ecosystem with such formidable creatures, I imagine there must be equally imposing species to keep them in check. The management of ecosystems. That calls to mind Labyrinthos, does it not? That's right, Aaronville knows all about that. That it does. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthos is a storage facility deep beneath Sharlayan that contains a recreation of a temperate climate zone. Such a place exists? Amazing! By the by, did anyone catch sight of a large scalekin? One of those big worms? A large scalekin, you say? What does it look like? Nothing I've seen before, but it has a rodent-like form and walks on all fours. Rodent-like? If it looks like a rodent, wouldn't that make it a beastkin? No, it's covered in scales, one that appear to mimic succulent plants. By that, it would definitely classify as a scalekin. Sounds like a Pokemon. Is this like a giant Venusaur? Is it Venusaur or Venusaur? Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well. It was in a flower field earlier, and it should still be near. Let's head over there then. When we find it, let's see who's right. I mean, it's probably going to be Erenvel that's right. He's so particular. The two of you should come along too and let us see your opinions. I feel like if it looks like a dragon, and even if it's like a plant, I think that could still count as a scalekin. Go on ahead, Gaddis. I'll let the others know and then join you. Oh, these little guys. The one that looks like armadillos. Yeah. You spot a beast resembling the Echivore you encountered in the first. They're cute. Sometimes they take out like a little, some kind of, it's not a balloon, some sort of thing that has water in it and crack it over them, I guess to cool them off in the desert. That's the one there. I see, I see. At a glance, it certainly has the look of both scalekin and beastkin. Let's examine it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. They kind of wiggle like a carbuncle. Alright, it's covered in plant-like scales. It has deft little paws and has a pointy snout. I mean, I guess we should be supportive of Erenvel because he's mentioning the scales, so let's say it's covered in plant-like scales.
It's covered in plant-like scales.
That was also the first thing I noticed. I dare say those scales are for hiding in foliage. Oh, what the hell? Let's freak it out. It's slowly running away. It's taking its time. Having studied it, I believe that the scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hide. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You might be right. If we consider that along with its other characteristics, such as its face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin, like you said. Ah, his mom was right. Physical examination would be needed to confirm this beyond doubt, but I'm satisfied simply to have seen it. It seems that you alone are familiar with the species. Where did you encounter it? On another world. The fairy kingdom of the first? Gaddis has been to the very edge of existence. He has seen life that others could only imagine. It's really pretty amazing when you think about how far the Warrior of Light has gone. He's literally been to other places that people will just think that he's making it up. Like it's pure fantasy. Not the Final Fantasy, but just absolute fantasy. But he's like, yeah, that was like Tuesday. I saw that on like Tuesday. Amazing. Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. Oh, how I'd love to see them all. The life beyond the bounds of our star and plane both. Well, unfortunately, Hyland didn't think you were special enough to make you a Warrior of Light. I'm sorry. You just got the shit end of the deal. Looks like we're having fun. Ah, hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Kessenram and Galuf treated me to tales of their travels. Oh, maybe you should tell Krile about that before it's too late. You met my grandfather too? Oh, didn't I already mention it? It was when Galuf came to Tural to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have business with Gululjaja, so we met in Tuliolal. I guess I can't get an echo off of these people because they're not technically alive. That's too bad, though. Little did I know that the tiny babe he was cradling would return as you. To think that our paths had already crossed all these years ago. Not only yours and mine either. Elenishbia was there too, you know? I don't remember. It's quite fine if you don't. Was he a cute little toddler rabbit somewhere in the background? That would be adorable. I'm sure he doesn't want people to know he was ever tiny and cute. It was actually because Galif told me about Charlian that I later urged Elenshipia to take up gleaning. My fussy bun was growing up dour and withdrawn, and it was about when I was at my wit's end that I recalled your grandfather's story about gleaners. Seeing the world through their adventures would inspire change for the better, I believed. Aww. I'm sorry I was dour and withdrawn. If you ask me, you still have some work to do. But it's because you're that way that you're with us now, and I, for one, am grateful. Oh, is it a backhanded compliment? It's a weird thing to say, but whatever. It's because you're such a bummer that you're here now. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There is a facility I've been wanting to visit, the Krile Museum of Nature. They're supposed to have creatures that take you on leisure flights. Leisure flights? It's like friendly pterodactyls or something? There's just one problem. It seems only 3 people can fly at one time. Then you and Erenvel should go. The rest of us still have plenty of other things we can do here. Yeah, you're running out of time, so you should have some bonding moments. If there's room for one more, why don't you come with us, Gaddis? Oh, okay. I do like hanging out with little bun-buns. Then it's settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of the Laynode Arrow. Come on. Let's see Erenvel get even more uncomfortable. Poor Erenvel. Oh, man. I am really hoping, because of his Gleaner background, like, he does end up becoming, like, the Beastmaster model for people. Because, of course, he knows all about animals and plants. He knows about how to, like, how they behave and all that kind of shit. It's, like, the perfect setup for a Beastmaster. Oh my god, Cappies. Wait, but we don't need this. They're also too small. Isn't mine fucking huge? Hold on. Mine is much bigger. Look how much bigger mine is. Unless when I get on it, it like goes, like Super Mario goes, and it gets like larger. I always felt like, I'm glad I got this thing, but I always feel like it, maybe like I'm a little bit too big for him. Like I wonder if it's awkward for this little guy. Here it is, the Krile Museum of Nature. The main building is closed due to the Aether shortage, but happily they're still offering leisure flights. And these are the fellows that will bear us. How adorable. They don't look capable of flight. Come now, you know better than to judge a creature by its appearance. This will be great. I just know it. I like how he's the logical person. Like, they don't have wings. They don't have little thrusters or whatever. They shouldn't be able to fly, and yet, through the magic of magic, they probably can.